Candid Phone is a live television show. We invite our viewers to call and speak to our host, Howie Braverman. Mr. Braverman is a world-renowned psychic, comedy writer, producer, director, and is known in Hollywood as the Psychic to the Stars. If you would like to speak to Mr. Braverman, call the number that appears on the bottom of your television screen. And now we give you Howie Braverman.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Candid Phone. I'm Howie Braverman. Call me. Come on, folks. Don't be shy. Call me. If you have a problem, a question, or something you want to get off your chest, call me. While I'm waiting for the calls, I'll give you a little bit of philosophy. You can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. So I don't see the phones ringing, so I guess you're not out there yet, but I'm sure you will call. While I'm waiting for the calls, I could talk to you about any subject. If you're interested in getting a psychic reading, if you're interested in just talking about problems that you have on your mind, or just something about show business, I'd be happy to answer your questions. While I'm waiting again for the calls, this is a live call-in program, so folks, do me a favor and call in. I guess you all know that Jesus was Jewish, and basically proof that Jesus was Jewish was he went into his father's business. He lived at home till he was 33, and he was sure his mother was a virgin, and his mother thought he was God. A lot of other denominations and nationalities want to take credit for Jesus also, and basically the Puerto Ricans feel that Jesus was Jewish because his first name was Jesus. He was always in trouble with the law, and his mother didn't know who his father was. So where are those calls? The number should be at the bottom of your screen, so please give me a call. Another thing is, we're in California now, and a lot of people think that Jesus was a Californian. The reason being, he never cut his hair, he walked around barefoot, and he invented a new religion. Again, I've done a lot of psychic readings for stars, I've done psychic readings for celebrities, and I'd be happy to have people call in and ask me any questions about their psychic problems or just whatever on your chest. Give me a call. I'm easy to talk to. While we're on the subject of Jesus, a lot of you, don't know what he said at the Last Supper. Actually, Jesus' statement at the Last Supper was separate checks for everyone. Getting on the other things about life in general in California, a lot of people have a question, why were there so many or so few Mexicans at the Alamo? Actually, there were only 2,000 Mexicans at the Alamo, and the reason being that they only had 2 cars. So where are those calls, people? The number is at the bottom of your screen. Get on the phone and give me a call. A lot of people are under the impression that psychics don't really know what they're talking about. I've been a psychic for many, many years, and I do know what I'm talking about, and I do welcome calls. People want to find out what their future is going to be, what's going on in past lives of deceased people. I'd be happy to answer those questions. We have a caller on the line. Hello, this is Howie.
Oh, I can't believe I'm finally talking to you. I've heard so much about your psychic powers. I'm a Sagittarian. Can you tell me my horoscope?
What's your name?
Veronica.
Veronica, where do you live?
Santa Monica.
Okay, Veronica from Santa Monica. You want to know your charting.
Sagittarius.
What's the date of your birth?
12/3.
12/3. Sagittarius. Well, Monica, or Veronica, you're optimistic and enthusiastic. You have a reckless tendency to rely on luck since you have no talent. The majority of Sagittarius are drunks and potheads. People laugh at you a lot because you're always getting fucked. Thanks for the call, Veronica.
You're impossible to reach. I'm so glad I'm finally talking to you.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking to you, Veronica, and call again.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have another caller on line 2.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Who am I talking with?
Joyce.
Joyce, where are you from?
I live in Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks, and what's your problem, Joyce? What's on your mind?
No problem. I was just wondering if you had any feelings about me performing on stage in the relative near future.
Okay, how old are you, Joyce?
41.
Have you done any training?
Slight.
Okay, and what's your talent?
Many talents. You tell me.
Well, do you sing?
Yeah.
Okay, are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
No. Do you?
Yeah, I have 2 children, and they're grown up, but my problem is not your problem.
I don't have a problem. I'm just wondering if you get a sense that I might be performing on stage soon.
Well, I do see you performing on stage in the very near future. Have you ever performed on stage?
Yes.
And what have you done?
Plays.
For instance, give me a name of one.
Why? Ophelia and Oscar.
And what part did you play in Ophelia?
Ophelia.
So you had a starring role.
Yes.
Well, I see for you a very bright future in the theater, and I wish you all the luck in the world, and thank you for calling, and call again.
Sure.
I have another caller on the line. Hello?
Hi, my name is Dina.
Dina?
Yes.
What do you... Pardon me?
Yes, I'd like to know what's going to happen with the presidential scandal.
Presidential scandal. That's a very interesting question. What presidential scandal? Oh, I'm just kidding, Dina. You're talking about Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to know about it?
Well, I just wanted to know what you think is going to happen.
Well, Dina from Pasadena, I'll tell you what's going to happen. They can't prosecute Monica because she swallowed the evidence. Do you have any other questions about the presidential scandal, Dina?
I want to know about her father. He must be a nervous wreck.
Well, not only her father, but her mother also. You know, her father and mother are separated, but basically Monica is, I believe, closer to her father. And I interviewed her father the other day, and her father was not concerned about her political future. He said that Monica will be back on her knees in no time.
Do you think her political career is over?
Not really. Actually, her political career is really just beginning. She's a young girl, and she's the only one that could write on her resume that she sat on the presidential staff. Thank you for the call, Dina.
Thanks.
We have the caller on line 3. Hello, this is Howie. I guess the caller is not there anymore. Let me try line 2. Hello, this is Howie.
Yeah, I wanted to ask your opinion about if you were brought up in Whitestone, New York, and you lived in Queens.
Obviously, you know me from Whitestone, New York. What's your name?
Ken Barrett.
Pardon me?
Ken Barrett.
Ken Barrett. Now, I'm a psychic. I should know who you are, Ken, but I really don't know who you are.
We played basketball together, too.
Uh-huh. You must be a very good basketball player.
It was.
Uh-huh. And where are you living now, Ken?
Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks?
Yep.
And how did you hear about the program?
Turned it on right now before I put on the basketball game.
Uh-huh. Talking about the basketball game, you know, Ken, if you know me from Whitestone, Queens, you know that I'm a psychic, right?
Absolutely, the best.
Would you like to know the score of the game before it starts?
I'd like to know if UCLA is going to cover the spread today.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I can tell you the score before the game. Would you like to know that?
Absolutely.
The score will be 0-0 before the game starts, Ken.
Okay, well, thanks for that.
Thanks very much for calling. Keep in touch, Ken.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We have a caller on line 1. Hello.
Hi, Howie. How are you?
How did you know my name?
Written beneath your skull feature there.
Very good. You may have a little psychic powers also. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, and how did you hear about the program, Michael?
I was just, channel surfing. Found public access. Every Saturday they have a bunch of public shows. Live.
And you watch this crap?
Once every while. Yeah.
Do you find it interesting?
Sometimes. I listen to everyone calling in. Everyone's kind of playing around.
And what do you do for a living, Michael?
I'm a police cadet.
Police cadet?
Right.
And you obviously you're striving to be a police officer, right?
Right.
And what can I do for you? What can I answer for you?
Well, I'm just sitting here with my sister. How long are the rains going to last, do you think?
Well, the rains will last for the balance of this week. Actually, I'm a psychic. I'm not a weather forecaster. But if you tune into Channel 4, Fritz Coleman will give you the weather, and basically he keeps in touch with me from time to time, and it will rain until Friday.
Until Friday.
Until Friday. So don't make any
around in the streets for a while.
Don't make any outdoor plans.
Right.
Is your house flooding?
No, not at all.
Is the roof leaking?
No, is yours?
Well, let me put it this way. I told you I'm a psychic. Go up and check your roof.
Right.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
We have a caller on line 3. Hello, this is Howie.
Yes, Howie.
And what's your name?
Name's Jim.
Jim, and where do you live, Jim?
In Hollywood.
In Hollywood. And what can I do for you, Jim?
Just want to know, as a psychic, if you think I'm going to sell a script I just wrote.
You wrote a script? What's the name of the script?
It's untitled right now.
Okay, and who do you plan on starring in the script?
Tom Hanks, let's say.
Tom Hanks? You're going to have a hit on your hands if Tom will do it.
Okay.
Have you contacted Tom yet, or his agent?
Finished this week.
You finished this week?
The script this week, yeah.
Okay, and you're going to get it to Tom?
Well, hopefully my agent will.
What's your script about?
Oh, just a romantic comedy, basically.
Something like Sleepless in Seattle?
The same kind of genre.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll tell you, if you get Tom Hanks and it's something like Sleepless in Seattle, I see big plans for you.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
We have another caller. Hello, this is Howie. You're on Candid Phone. I guess that caller passed away. We have a caller on line 2. This is Howie that you're speaking on Candid Phone.
Hi, Howie. This is Alex.
Alex, where do you live, Alex?
Yeah, I live in L.A.
And how did you hear about the show?
Well, I just happened to turn on the TV, and there you were.
Well, you made a very good choice. There's nothing else on TV on Saturday afternoon.
No, I have a question.
Yeah?
I sent my mother her 70th birthday card, and I just wanted to spice it up and make it funny, so I put my head on this little girl running through a field.
You put your head on a little girl running through a field?
A picture, you know.
Uh-huh.
Not a picture.
Are you gay?
No.
Why did you put it on a little girl? Why didn't you put it on a little boy running through the field?
Because it wouldn't have been as funny.
Uh-huh, okay.
So I just happy birthday and this and that, and then I got this really vicious letter from my sister who lives with my elderly parents, telling me it was a horrible thing to do, that I hated the family, and to never visit again.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think your siblings are being very fair to you. I think it's a very cute card. I think your mother will get a good kick out of it. And where does your mother live?
She lives in San Gabriel.
In San Gabriel?
Their 55th wedding anniversary is coming up on Tuesday, so I thought I'd send another funny card.
Uh-huh. And what's that going to be?
I don't know yet.
Why don't you send a card of your brother and sister, running through the field with their pictures on a little girl and see what they say about that?
That's a great idea.
Let me ask you a question. Talking about older parents, do you know the national bird of Florida?
The flamingo?
No, it's the early bird. But thanks for calling.
Thank you.
We have another call. Hello, caller. This is Howie. You're on Candid Phone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I was calling because I wanted to discuss the untimely deaths of 2 great women.
Let me guess who they are. Let me guess. Mother Teresa, and the other one I can't... let's say Princess Di. Is that right?
You're exactly right.
Hey, I'm a psychic. And what did you say your name was?
James.
James, and where do you live, James?
I'm in Marina Del Rey.
Uh-huh. And what can I help you with, James? Besides the fact that you want to know about Mother Teresa and Princess Di. You want to know what's going on with their lives?
Well, I kind of think
deaths?
it's a shame that the whole world lost these 2 wonderful and giving women. And knowing that they're in heaven, I was kind of curious what they were doing right now.
Well, that's a good question, James. And actually, I don't know what they're doing right now, but did you know what they did for New Year's Eve?
No.
They went to a John Denver concert. What else can I help you out with, James?
No. I guess that was about it.
Well, you have a girlfriend, James?
Yeah, I do.
Uh-huh. You're not gay?
No.
You sound gay a little bit, James.
Oh, thanks.
But you're not?
No.
And you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Happy? Planning on getting married soon?
Not just yet.
Uh-huh. James, let me ask you this. Do you know what Princess Di and Mother Teresa are expecting for Valentine's Day?
No.
Frank Sinatra. Thanks for calling, James. We have another caller on the line.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Howie. You're on Candid Phone. Obviously, this person is talking to James. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. This is Howie. You're on Candid Phone.
Hi, how are you today?
Okay, who's this?
This is Sally.
Hi, Sally.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for calling. How did you hear about the program?
I just saw it.
Uh-huh.
Same as a lot of the others.
Do you find it interesting?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. You have any...
Got a great sense of humor.
Thank you very much. You have any psychic questions?
Just a real quick one. There's
Okay.
a guy that's partially in my life, partially not. Want to know what's going to happen with that.
With your life?
Mm-hmm. With him.
With your boyfriend?
He's not really a boyfriend yet. I'm
Okay.
thinking
Are
about
you
it.
married?
Hmm?
Are you married?
No.
So this is a legitimate affair that you're having with a guy, and you want to know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
How long have you been seeing him?
We've known each other since July. It really hasn't taken off yet.
Uh-huh. You haven't taken off anything yet?
You're right.
Well, that's going to help your
no, I've
affair.
been putting tennis shoes on and running in the other direction.
I got you. And where does he live?
He lives in Los Angeles.
And what type of business is he in?
He's in sales.
In sales? Is he successful?
Reasonably.
And did you meet him in business?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you think that the two of you are going to tie the knot somewhere down the line?
Oh, God, I have no idea. That's
Well, I'll
why
tell
I'm
you,
calling you, Allie.
I do see a positive thing going on with you and your prospective boyfriend or prospective fiance, whatever you want to call him. And my advice to you would be, you said that nothing has been taken off yet. I think it's time for the two of you to have sex and try it out and see if it works out. And that's what is the foundation for most successful marriages and relationships.
Uh-huh.
Is there
Well,
anything
let's
else I
let him
can
get
answer
rid of
for you?
somebody else first.
Is there anything else I can answer for you?
Book I'm working on.
Okay, what is it about?
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison?
Uh-huh.
And you know he's dead, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
I've
you're-
known he's dead
you're
since
right
July
on the
3rd,
ball.
71.
Uh-huh. And is this a fictional book or is it a autobiographical?
It's a memoir.
Just
memoir
memoirs of-
biography look at.
And did you do a lot of research on it?
Basically just what Jim and I used to talk about.
Okay, and did you see the movie with Val Kilmer playing Jim Morrison?
Oh, yes, I did.
Great movie. I'm kidding. But
Yes,
the
but I
fact
never
is-
knew that guy.
The fact is, Jim Morrison is very happy up in heaven, and he's happy to have Mother Teresa and Princess Di there.
I know.
And in fact, when Jim was up in heaven with Princess Di and Mother Teresa the other day, he asked Mother Teresa how come Princess Di had this big halo around her head and Mother Teresa had a small halo, and the answer
More
was that
publicity.
it was the steering wheel. So thanks for calling. I appreciate the call. We have another caller on the line.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, this is Howie, and you're on Candid Phone.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Bernie, and
Bernie, how you doing, Bernie? You sound like you're from New York.
I am from New York.
What
but I
part
have
of
a
New
question
York?
for you.
What part of New York, Bernie?
I'm from Queens, New York.
Okay, what part?
Bayside.
I used to live in Bayside.
Really?
Did you go to Bayside High School?
I went to Bayside High School.
Okay, when did you graduate?
Probably went to different high schools together.
That's right, we did go to different high schools together. I went to a school in Brooklyn, but the fact is I lived right near Bayside High School, and my kids went to Bayside High School.
Well, I was so drawn to calling the show.
What brought you out to L.A.?
I just moved out here years ago.
Uh-huh, and what do you do?
I'm in the entertainment business.
For instance, what?
For instance,
Yeah,
I
what
do
you
licensing.
I'm sure you do a lot of things in the entertainment business.
I do.
What do you do?
I do
What's your
licensing.
job? Pardon me?
Licensing.
Licensing.
Yes.
Like licensing products for movies like Disney movies?
Correct.
So you're making a lot of money.
I'm trying.
I see it. So what's your question?
Well, I'm curious that now that the trials are over,
Yeah.
I'm wondering what's going to happen to O.J. Simpson.
Well, you don't have to worry about O.J. Simpson because he started a new limousine service. And, in fact, what they do is they guarantee that they'll pick you up, get you to the airport on time, and you'll still have an hour to kill.
Thank you very much. And do you happen to know his email address?
Yeah, well, actually, I've contacted O.J. by email, and a lot of people have asked me that, so I do have it at the top of my head. It's ////delete 2.
Thank you very much.
Also, if you're interested in calling, using your email, you sound like you're a guy that's on the computer a lot.
I am.
Would you like Richard Simmons' email address?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay, Richard Simmons' email address is enter £,
Thank you very much. I'll access it right away.
My pleasure. Thanks for the call.
Bye.
Hello, this is Howie, and you're on Candid Phone.
Hi, Howie. It's Rochelle.
Michelle?
Rochelle.
Rochelle?
Yes, from New York.
Hi, Rochelle from New York. What can I do for you?
Just from the sound of my voice, and I'm amused by you somewhat. Tell me about my health.
Somewhat. You don't find this a very amusing show?
Well, I'm funny too, so I don't know. Maybe we ought to get together and get you some fresh material.
I think you have a good sense of humor. I could tell by the tone of your voice.
Thank
you want to know about your health?
Uh-huh.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you exercise?
Uh-huh.
Regularly?
Uh-uh.
Pardon me?
No.
You don't exercise. You don't exercise regularly.
No.
Okay, that's one bad thing about it. What about your foods?
Oh, I'm very careful of my food.
You careful with your foods? Eat a lot of herbs and natural foods?
Soybean and stuff like that.
Soybean?
Uh-huh.
That'll do it. And are you in generally good health now?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Well, the thing is, I detect that you have a serious illness.
Okay.
Am I right?
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, I don't know if you want to discuss it on the air. This
cool
is basically a comedy psychic show.
Okay.
But,
well, this is funny.
It does sound like you have a serious illness.
Uh-huh.
And I think that if you went away on a vacation someplace and ate only healthy foods, I mean really intake of natural foods, and stay away from meats and bad foods like delicatessen, et cetera, I think that you will survive your illness and you'll do very well.
Well, that's kind of borderline. I can't go away and get rid of this in any way because it's permanent. But
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
And now I forgot, like a typical old lady.
Well, I know what your question is.
Okay.
Your question is, you're going to be happy for the rest of your life. Don't forget,
Oh, no,
I'm a psychic.
I'm already happy.
Okay, are you married?
No, not anymore.
Divorced?
Uh-huh.
And happily divorced?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, are the children involved?
Yeah, I have a daughter, 35, and
Uh-huh.
a daughter that's going to be 24.
Very good. Well, I will say your daughter that's 24 will be 25.
Thank you
And,
very much. I'm glad to know that.
And I'm very happy you called, and I'm sure you'll have a good life and
Have
a healthy life.
I have another question.
Okay?
May. Would you know a psychic if you were talking to one?
Pardon me?
Would you know if somebody was psychic if you were talking to them?
Well, I know you do have some psychic powers. Is that right?
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I know that you have some psychic powers. I feel the generation of electricity between you and myself.
Well,
So I am sure that you do have some psychic powers. Probably not as good as mine, but I'm sure that they take care of you in your life and your friendships and your relationships.
and they also help me professionally.
Okay, are you a psychic?
Well, I'm a psychic sensitive, but I don't use it.
Well, you got to start using it. Go to the racetrack and win some money.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Because I don't want to. I used to go with my father to the racetrack.
And I'm sure that he was a winner, right?
He was a winner in more ways than that.
Very good. So thank you for the call, and
Howie, it's been an absolute wonderful time, and now instead of, I was watching you, I was about to slip in a movie.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to slip in the movie and say good luck to you and speak to you again.
Very good. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome, sir.
We have another caller on the line. Hello, this is Howie. You're on Candid Phone.
Hi, Howie. This is Jack. I'm born again Christian.
Jack, I was waiting for you to
I've been
call.
enjoying the show, and I got a question that I'd love to ask you.
Okay, Jack, have you called before?
No, I've never called before.
Okay, Jack, what's your question?
My question is being a born again Christian, there's a question that I've always been wondering about, and that's how come Moses gave the 12 commandments to the Jews and
12,
not
you mean
to
11.
the Christians?
You mean 11, not 12.
I'm sorry. No, I mean 10.
10, that's right. I knew it was about 10.
I was so nervous I got it all wrong, but I mean the 10 Commandments.
Well, the fact is that Moses was not supposed to give the 10 Commandments to the Jews. What actually happened was God, in his infinite wisdom, wanted to give each of the 10 tribes of Jerusalem a commandment.
Yeah.
It's an ethical way to live. And basically, he, at the top of Mount Sinai, he summoned Moses to the burning bush, and he gave him 10 tablets that were etched in stone. You following me, Jack?
Do you mean like tablets, like pills, or
No,
like what kind of tablet?
Stone tablets that were etched in stone with.
I understand now. Yeah.
With 10 commandments, and he was supposed to give each tribe a commandment.
Okay.
And what he did is he went to the first he went to the Egyptians, and he said to the Egyptians that I'm a messenger of God, and I'd like to give you a commandment. And the messenger of God said that a commandment is a thing to live by, and the Egyptians said, "What's our commandment?" And Moses said, "Thou shalt not kill." And they threw him out of town because they said that's the way they made their living, by killing. And he went to the Philistines. I'm sorry. Actually, he did go to the Philistines.
So he was sort of like doing a lot of traveling at this time.
Right through the desert. And the Philistines was, "Thou shalt not steal." And the Philistines said, "Look, we make our living by stealing from other tribes," so they threw him out of town. And finally, Moses roamed through the desert and got to the Romans, and he told the Romans, "I'm a messenger of God, and I have a commandment to give to you, and the commandment is, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife." And the Romans said, "Look, we have our Roman orgies, that's our fun, that's our whole way of life," and they kicked him out of town. And then he went to the Jewish leader. And when he went to the Jewish leader said to Moses, "What's a commandment?" And Moses said, "A commandment is an ethical way to live." And the Jewish leader said, "How much are they?" And Moses said, "They're free." And the Jewish leader said, "We'll take 10. Does that answer your question, Jack?
That makes an awful lot of sense to me. I got one more thing I need to know.
Okay, Jack, I've only got a minute, so make it fast.
I'll make it as fast as I can. Why was it split onto 2 tablets and not on one? It almost reminds me of a Chinese menu, like a commandment from column A and a commandment from column B. There's like 2 sides rather than all together on one tablet.
That was because the Chinese weren't around at that time, and if they were going to be around, God was going to give them the commandments as a menu, one from column A and one from column B. This is Howie Brent from Candid Phone, and we're signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the call, Jack.
Okay.
Have a good life, everyone. And call back next week.
Treated by Giuseppe Baffangu.